Well, Labor is set to bring forward an election promise to give most Australian families subsidised childcare. Under the plan, households with less than $530,000 income would have access to at least 3 days of free childcare each week. It comes with the party's pledge for a $1 billion fund to build or expand more than 160 childcare centres across the country if re-elected.
For more, we're joined by journalist Jo Hildebrand and 7 News presenter Gemma Acton. Good morning to you both. Jo, first up, what do you make of this game?
Well, obviously they're targeting the real strugglers, the real battlers, the people at the bottom of the rung of the ladder of opportunity. I mean, if you're earning, we all know how hard it is to get by on $500,000 a year. I'm sure that, well, maybe not you, Larry, but, the rest of us do. No, this is clearly just an election thing to make sure they can roll out as much money as possible. It'll probably get blocked by the coalition in the parliament. I'm surprised they even went back to parliament. I thought they might have even just hit the trigger so we could avoid the sitting week, avoid the sort of mini budget or the budget is brought forward. But this is an election where the government, I think, will just be throwing money at problems and hoping for a rate cut in the meantime. So, Godspeed.
Gemma, I mean, Aussie families, they're struggling. Is this a good investment of taxpayers' money?
I don't think any policy which disincentivises people to work is a good policy. And that's what this ultimately does. So it tells you the more you earn, the less subsidy you get. So even if you're under 530 and you get a pay rise or some kind of promotion, if you're working hard, your subsidy goes down. So you're no better off. So I just don't think it's very good. In terms of building 160 new childcare centres, that's fantastic. Like a week before I came back to work, I spent hours on the phone crying, no exaggeration, to try and get my daughters a place because I couldn't get anything in our local area. When I say local area, that's within a 40-minute drive. So more childcare centres, yes. Disincentivising people to work, no.
Okay. Well, moving on.
Yes, let's.
Aussie shoppers are reportedly avoiding buying fruits like pineapple because they're too inconvenient. Oh. I agree. Experts in the industry claim that the time it takes to cut up a pineapple and clean up the mess is flatlining sales. They also warn that avoiding fruit has implications for the health and the population of the economy. Gemma, what do you think? Is it laziness or is it showing just how time poor we are?
This isn't just a problem here in Australia. In Brazil, there's an expression which is who has to peel the pineapple. And what that basically means is when there's a horrible task someone has to do, it's like, well, who does this fall to? Who gets lumped with this? It's like, who has to peel the pineapple? So
it sounds very much like something a drug ring would say before somebody gets whacked. He peeled the pineapple.
I think it's multitasking, this expression. You can use it in all contexts. But it just shows it's a commonly acknowledged global problem, what a pain it is to have to do that. So, yeah, if there's a quicker solution, I think the pineapple industry should look into it.
I've got a quicker solution. I'll show you later in the show. I got this thing off the worldwide internet where it's a pineapple corer. You stick it in, you do that and you pull it out and it's like all the rings. It's fantastic.
It really is easy as you say. It sounds...
It's so easy. Okay. And when I do it in the Channel 7 kitchenette, someone else cleans it up, Gemma.
It was only I've just walked into an infomercial. This is fantastic.
It was only $600.
I feel like this is a perfect branding opportunity too.
It was a few bucks. Anyway, pineapple experts, Jo, are worried
pineapple
about this.
experts.
Yeah, that's who peeled the pineapple.
Well, I mean, firstly, it's good to see the ABC getting back to hard news. I think it's really important. But I love the fact that they're saying, oh, but no, this is a nutritional thing because if people aren't eating pineapple, we could all get diabetes and die. Look, I'm not a big pineapple guy, and certainly if it comes within half a kilometre of a pizza, that is a crime against humanity. It does seem to me a fruit that doesn't want to be eaten. Like if you look at...
It's all prickly.
It's prickly. I can't think of any other fruit where people threaten to, stick it up here if you've done something wrong. It really is something that says, don't come near me.
You're saying it's the pineapple's fault.
I am. I'm saying some things just don't want to be eaten.
It's the hedgehog of the fruit world.
It's the hedgehog of the fruit world, that's right.
Can I give a shout out to a guy who works at my local Coles? Because I went to him... because I think pumpkin falls into this category as well.
Oh,
it can be really hard. And I went up to him and said, do you have any of those packs where the pumpkin's already pre-cut? And he said, no, at the Coles where we're not fancy enough for that. You have to go to a bigger Coles. I went, oh, that's OK. So I got my pumpkin and took it away. Next minute, he comes and taps me on the shoulder. He went out the back and cut up some pumpkin for me, did it all up and then gave it to me.
I suspect he's a morning show fan.
No, I don't think... I didn't have a scrap of makeup on. I had 3-day-old dirty... Isn't that nice? He said, here you go.
That's gorgeous. I had a friend cut my lunch once, but never my pumpkin.
Did he bring it to your house and make soup?
No, though. You just handed it to me. Isn't that nice?
Finally, an American
I'm outside your house with your pumpkin, Miss Gillis.
and I got a pineapple. An American TikToker has vented about the experience she had in her fitness class that she claims showcased the annoying loud behaviours men have when exercising.
Oh.
I just took a hot yoga class, and there were many guys in the class. Particular man, push-ups before class started, heavy breathing, grunting, slurping his water. It is a quiet, zen, peaceful yoga class. It is 7 in the morning. Why must you take up more space than you already naturally do? Why can you be seen and not heard? Demure, cutesy, you know? Like, you don't, we get it, you're a man. Like, you don't need to act like that, though. It's annoying, and we all secretly hate you.
Joe, you're up.
That's unkind, isn't it? When will this misandry end? You know, white middle-aged men have had it tough for too long. Now we can't even go to yoga class. Where's our safe space? I mean, I can't even get out of a chair without making a noise these days. Like I've just hit that age. The body's just not working. If the knees don't creak and groan, then I creak and groan.
Something.
And I'm not even talking about, you know, strengthening my core here. I'm just talking about basic sort of functional, you know.
Gemma, have you ever been frustrated by man noises?
Well, as you can probably tell, I'm not really the Zen yoga type person, so I don't go to many of those classes. But I think this is a great business opportunity. If some women don't want to be in classes with men, if some men feel uncomfortable being in classes with women, if like they're being judged, 2 separate classes and charge them all.
I reckon the male population would drop off a cliff once that happens.
Yeah.
They're just there for the...
I got kicked out of yoga class because I laughed at a woman who farted.
Oh.
I did. A woman next to me, and I went, "Oh, are you serious?" And I got kicked out.
That's outrageous.
That's because you should have just ignored it.
It was hard to ignore.
You should have just kept your eyes
Well, the separate classes would solve that problem as well.
Yeah. Oh, yes, yeah, that's right.
I refuse to even acknowledge that women fart.
There you go. That's the appropriate response.
That's the spirit pineapple. Thanks, guys. Thanks,
Thanks, guys.